Okay, hello there internet. I'm sorry, well, for another procrastination moment. That was a lame joke. Anyway, well, welcome back, my dear subscribers. Who am I kidding? Anyway, well, it's been some time. Well, finally, we have summer. And I decided to just record some stuff because my channel is supposed to have any kind of videos. And since I finally have any kind of short free time to do that, well, here we are. So, I've been thinking about a few things that are concerning me, and came to the conclusion that I'm a weird person. Or rather, I've got some weird characteristics. Because, well, I'll give you an example. Well, the title of the video is going to be quite informative on that part, but you kinda can guess where I'm going with this. Well, not that long ago, one of my friends was just visiting me, came over and all that shit. We were gossiping and drinking some beer or whatever, and suddenly my friend said something funny. And I don't even remember what it was. It was some kind of a joke or something. But because I got this weird thing, I start to laugh, of course, as a normal being that I am. But after like 10 to 15 seconds, I should have stopped, but I kept going. And I kept going with a laugh. And the laugh turned from, haha, that's a nice joke, good one, to, oh my god, someone's kinda being a psychedelic bitch or just a psycho over here. I have a weird condition when it comes to jokes and the stuff that concerns jokes. Sometimes when I laugh at something that's funny, it turns into me laughing because I am laughing. And you can kinda see where this is going. After just like, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes at tops, I nearly suffocate myself because I'm laughing so hard I can't even catch any kind of oxygen from the air around me. So in the end I'm a gasping, wheezing pile of mess. Of course, I've tried to decipher why I do that, and after consulting some of my friends, I still don't have any answer, so right now I'm kind of clueless, just as you probably are. The thing is, I've tried to consult my friends on the matter if they had anyone who had the same condition, the same problem, but in the end, there's just no one that has the same laughing attack that I do. It's not really the laugh that's kinda scary, so to say. It's mostly on the principle of me just losing control of myself. And that's scary, since after a couple of minutes I'm not exactly laughing, I'm just crying and laughing because I'm trying to stop and I can't. Aside from that, as I said, I'm kinda choking myself to death. Slowly but surely. I wouldn't be surprised if that was just, you know, the ironic way to go, die of laughter, literally. Either way, that's kind of the thing that's been bothering some time or another. Right now I'm working on several projects and other stuff. I'm trying to catch any plot bunny for any upcoming comics, but that's kind of hard to do since all of the fuckers are very how should I put this? Some of the plot bunnies are just scared and run away like their tails are on fire. So right now I'm stuck in a limbo of writer's block. As for my other projects, well, I'm stuck as well. Well, on the animation, I'm not even going to go there. It's just I lost passion for it for the moment. As for another stuff, I've recently fell in love with two another fandoms, and I'm kinda stuck with them. So for now, anything that concerns Sonic or, I don't know, any other thing that I've been drawing on DeviantArt and the likes, it's kinda on hiatus. As for the comic, well, I think I'm going to do a poll on that, since I'm not sure what am I supposed to focus on. Well, I've like swum through a lot of pairings concerning the Sonic universe, and right now I can't decide between Sonato or Sonerge or some others. I don't want to sound hypocritical when I say this, but I'm working on a story in which my own persona, the one that you're kind of familiar with, the one that I'm drawing everywhere on DeviantArt, the orange hedgehogette named Aisha, well, she kind of takes a major part in that story, and I'm going to admit with a fucking... I don't know which hand is supposed to go there, which... I think that... No, like that. I'm going to say, truthfully, I'm going to admit, I've always hated OCs because of one little tiny problem. Every person who asked me to draw their OCs, well, I'm not going to scold you for this or just say that you suck or something like that. It's just, when I started DeviantArt, I wasn't the best drawer or artist that there is. Oh, damn it. Why am I not surprised? Sorry for the additional fucking noises. What the hell are they doing? That's the sound of a fucking chainsaw. It's not the middle of the fucking forest. Silence. Sometimes I'm happy that I don't have any special superpowers, because I'm kinda sure that I would have turned into a fucking villain and killed almost everyone in my friggin' district. And all of Poland along with it. Shut up!
For some reason, these idiots did not stop for another 10 minutes, so I decided to cut the video and get back to it once they finish making all that racket. Gosh darn it!
Okay, I can finally try to continue this shit after a bit of a break. Okay, so getting back on topic. I've been on DeviantArt for a long time right now, and I'm not the biggest fan of people asking other people to draw their shit. And I'm not talking about the commissions, especially the paid commissions or any other kind of thing that's paid for, okay? When I started DeviantArt, my drawings were shit. They still kinda are, but they were even more of a shit back then. So I've decided to take this little thing that I've got, my small drawing skill, and try to, you know, grow it, okay? So I drew and drew and drew, and after some time I got some improvements, I studied tutorials, I just wanted to be better at this, so I just drew and drew and drew. So when I came across someone who was a very good artist and their drawings were very nice and I liked them, I just added them to favorites. Sometimes I commented or just talked to the person via the PM and all that. But I've never gone for this weird, I don't even know what to call this, of this weird idea to just ask them to draw my shit. I know some people like to do it, But if they want to do it, they usually just put some kind of a note just saying, give me any kind of character and I'm going to draw them. But when it comes to me, I don't really consider myself that kind of a person. I draw my shit, I draw my comics, I draw my characters, I draw anything that I draw is concerning Sonic or some kind of other fandom that I'm in love at the moment. See FNAF shit. But I express myself through my drawings. So if someone asks me to draw their OCs, I'm like, you don't even want to draw your own characters? Why? Just because you're bad at drawing? Well, get better. How do you get better? You have to train, you have to draw. You can't just magic yourself into a, I don't know, artist just by asking everybody else to draw your shit. I'm not trying to offend anyone, I'm just saying what I'm feeling, okay? I've came across some people who, when I told them that I'm not going to draw their OCs, they started to badmouth me as if I offended them in some way. If you're asking for me to draw something, I can always say no. So don't get all pissy on me just because I said no. It's one of my two choices that I can make, okay? We're going into a territory which is kinda dangerous. I'm sorry, but I have to say what I've got on my heart, somewhere deep in my mind, and I have to express it. I have to say what I've got on my heart, somewhere deep in my mind, and I have to express it. As for another thing, bashing on the internet should be illegal. And where I go with this, well, I've been on Tumblr for like a few months now, and I came across many submissions in which Tumblr users were asking other users to cheer up other users who are in depression because other users are bashing and harassing them. And my question is, why are you doing that? The question to the harassers and the bitches and douches who are on Tumblr and bash people. Because, okay, I'm still new to that site, so I still have some things that I have to consider, but the most important question on my agenda right now is, why are you doing that? What is your point? Well, okay, I know that some people have their own problems and they are projecting their problems on other people since that way they're going to feel better about it or some other idea like that. But in the long run, does it make you really feel better that you're the bully that you're trying to avoid by doing that? I don't know why, but in a sense that like you're getting hit with a rock and you pick up that rock and instead of throwing it back at the person who hit you with it, you just throw it at another person and the cycle continues. So in the end there's a lot of hurt people and nothing is resolved. So okay, I'm getting way off topic right now, getting into philosophical and psychological shit now. Getting back to the point, I don't draw OCs because I think if you want your character and you really like your character, you're going to draw him yourself. Him or her, I don't know. And you're going to try as hard as you can to just perfect that drawing into something that you're comfortable with. So, what is the problem? Sorry, my tongue is getting twisted a bit there. What is the problem in you learning through failure to express the character that you want to be expressed, to be shown? Of course, because of that, my hatred of OCs that I used to have at the beginning of my DeviantArt journey, at first the whole notion of me creating an OC was almost hurting. I was not scared, I was just disgusted with myself to come up with an OC. And that shouldn't even have any right to take place, alright? If I want to, I just can magic up a friggin', I don't know, fusion of Eggman, Shadow, and Sonic, and that should be okay. Because we have our imagination and the freedom of expression, so what's the big deal? But in the end, if I ask you to draw that fusion thing, and you say no, why should I be offended with it? And why should I bash someone for it? If somebody can answer that question, I will be very delighted, because I've tried to find any kind of answer to that, and I just couldn't. If you're asking me to draw some pairings that I'm not very comfortable with, or which I don't really like, I'm just not going to do it. On other note, I would be very happy if more people commented on my stuff, because I know there's a lot of you guys who watch my DeviantArt. Well, I'm not asking you to just, throw everything at me. It's just, when you get any kind of response out of people who are watching you, it motivates, alright? And through that motivation, I get inspiration more easily. And through more inspiration, I draw more. So, you kind of get the idea. Okay, so summing up, I'm a psychedelic weirdo who laughs for like 15 minutes without any stopping, almost strangling themselves to death. And I'm a hypocritic when it comes to OCs, well, in a small weird way. And I hate my neighbors. So this is the end. Bye, and have a nice summer!